Hello students, welcome to my channel. Here I come with my new video today, and in this video I am going to start one section of mathematics called mensuration. And in mensuration we will do today surface areas and volumes from NCERT. Okay, so in this particular chapter what we will have combination of solids, right? You might have seen circle, you might have seen rectangle, you might have seen rectangular parallelepiped cubes, right? Cylinder, cone. I think you all are familiar with all this figure which I have said right now. So in this exercise or in this chapter, what we will have combination of solids. You can see on your screen figure number 13.5. What we have, see here we have one cone, and what we call it, this one, what we call this one, we call this one as hemisphere, right? Half of sphere, we call it as hemisphere. So if we combine these two figure, what we will get, see, we will get a figure like this, see, we will get a figure like this. So in order to find the surface area, total surface area of this figure, this one, what we will do, so to find the surface area of the toy, so what we will do, we have to find surface area of the hemisphere, that means this one, plus surface area of the cone, that means this one, right? So in this particular chapter, what we will do combination of solids. So let me show you the exercise which we will solve right now. This is exercise 13.1 from NCERT. You can see how many questions do we have in this exercise. Overall we have 9 questions, right? You can see we have 9 questions. So let's do this. So before solving, okay, chapter number 13 from NCERT, surface areas and volumes, let me discuss all the formulae which we are required to use in this exercise. Okay, so here in number 1, what we have, cube, solid, cylinder, cone, sphere, etc. are 3-dimensional solids. What they are 3-dimensional solids. In number 2, what we have, in number 2, if the length of each edge or side of a cube is a, so if side of a cube is a, so in the first one, what we have, surface area of each surface of a cube will be a square, because we know each surface of a cube is a square. So what is the formula to find area of square? Side into side. Since here side is a, that is why a square we have. Number 2, in number 2, what we have, surface area or total surface area of the cube. We know how many surfaces are there in the cube. I think 6 surfaces are there. So for one surface the area is a square, so for 6 surface the area will be 6a square. Number 3, lateral surface area of the cube is equals to 4a square, right? Lateral surface means the all the sides excluding the top and the base, right? We call it lateral surface. So if we exclude the top one, the top side, the top area and the bottom area from 6a square, what we will get? We will get 4a square, that is why 4a square we have. Number 4, what is the formula to find volume of the cube? To find volume of any solid, the formula is length into breadth into height. What is the formula? Length into breadth into height. Yeah, so in the case of cube, we know what is the all the length, breadth and height are equal, right? That is why a into a gives you a cube. Number 5. In number 5, what we have, length of diagonal of the cube, right? So to find the length of the diagonal of the cube, the formula is root over L square, that means length square plus breadth square plus height square. Now we know in case of cube all the things are equal, that is length, breadth and height all are equal. So we must have root over a square plus a square plus a square, which gives you a root 3. So root 3 into side is the formula to find length of the diagonal. So now comes to point number 3. In this what we have, now we have all these formulae related to cuboid. We have one another name for cuboid, right? We call it as rectangular parallelepiped. The shape of the tank basically which we use for domestic purpose, right? So if length, breadth, height of the rectangular parallelepiped or cuboid is L, B and H, then what is the formula to find total surface area of the cuboid? Very important. The formula is 2 within the bracket we have length into breadth plus breadth into height plus height into length. This is the formula. Okay. So you all are required to write all these things in your notebook. Okay. Now point number 2. The area of 4 walls of the room. Right. So what is the formula to find area of 4 walls? So if we exclude the roof and the floor, right, so we will have 4 walls. So to find the area of that 4 walls, the formula is perimeter into height. Perimeter of the rectangle into height. So what is the formula to find perimeter of the rectangle? 2e in bracket length plus breadth. So 2 in bracket length plus breadth into heights give you area of 4 walls. Now question number 3. Point number 3. What is the formula to find volume of the cuboid? To find volume of the cuboid, the formula is length into breadth into height. Done. Length of diagonal of the cuboid is root over length square plus breadth square plus height square. Done. Now come to point number 4. In point number 4 what we have? We have formulae related to right circular cylinder. Right. So what is the first formula? Lateral or curved surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi RH. Right. You have seen cylinder, right, like this. So lateral surface area means only this one. That means you have to neglect this one and this one, the top or the bottom, right? And this is what we have as curved surface area. So the formula to find curved surface area is 2 pi RH. Now surface area of either base. Surface area of either base, the base of cylinder is actually a circle. So to find the area of the circle, the formula is pi r square. Now total surface area of the cylinder. So total surface area means lateral surface area plus 2 pi r square, because we have two circles, one at the top, one at the bottom. So after taking common, we will have this one 2 pi r and in bracket r plus h. This is the formula to find total surface area of the right circular cylinder. And to find the volume of the cylinder, the formula is area of base into height, and base is circle, that is why we have pi r square into h. Sometimes in a question we will have hollow cylinder, right? So in case of hollow cylinder, we must have external and internal radii. So if the external radius is capital R and internal radius is small r, then what is the formula to find lateral surface? To find the lateral surface area, the formula will be 2 pi and in place of r we must have capital R plus small r into h. Now surface area of either of the base, pi in bracket capital R square minus r square, because at the top or at the base what we have two circles like this, one circle external one and the internal one like this. The top if we see the cylinder, the hollow cylinder from the top, this is the top view, we will see this one. So this is the external radius and this is the internal radius. So what is the area of the outer circle? Pi capital R square. And what is the area of the inner circle? It will give you pi small r square. So what will be the area of this one, this portion? Capital R square, pi capital R square minus pi small r square. So by taking common pi, we will get this one. Okay. So this will give you the surface area of the top or the base of the cylinder. Third one, total surface area. Now to find the total surface area, what is the formula? The formula will be lateral surface plus surface area, either surface area, that means 2. What is the surface area of the top? Is pi. This is the surface area of the top portion and the surface area of the bottom portion. In both the cases, the formula is same. So for both of them, we must have 2 here, right? So lateral surface area plus 2 into this gives you total surface area of the hollow cylinder. And after taking common and all, we will get this one. Now what is the formula to find volume of the cylinder, hollow cylinder? So the volume of the outer cylinder minus volume of the inner cylinder. This one. We will get this one after taking common pi. Now number 6. So this is in question number 6, it is about cone, right circular cone. So what is the formula to find lateral surface or curved surface area of the cone? So this is known as curved surface, this is this one, curved surface. So the formula to find curved surface is pi RL, where L is the slant height, that means this one. This is slant height. Okay, pi RL is the formula to find curved surface area. So what is the formula to find area of the base? Pi r square, because it is a circle. Total surface area, this plus this. By taking pi r common, we will get this. What is the formula to find volume of the cone? The volume of the cone is actually 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder. So the formula to find volume of the cylinder is pi r square into h. So hence the volume of cone will be 1/3 pi r square into height. To find the slant height, what will be the formula then? This is height of the cone, right? And from here to here, this is radius. So if radius is r, okay, height is h, and if slant height is small l, so we can apply Pythagoras theorem here, because this is a right angle triangle, this one is a right angle triangle, right? So what will be the formula then? L is equals to root over r square plus h square. Number 7. In number 7, what we have? If r is the radius of a sphere, then now it is about sphere. Number 7. So what is the formula to find curved surface or total surface area of the sphere? The formula is 4 pi r square. And what is the formula to find volume of the sphere? Is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now number 8, it is about hemisphere, half of the sphere, hemisphere. So to find the curved surface area of the hemisphere, the formula is 2 pi r square. You can see, you have seen the hemisphere, I think. This is the surface of hemisphere, and here we have one more circle like this, right? So for why 2 pi r square? 1 pi r square for this and 1 pi r square for this. That is why we have 2 pi r square in case of hemisphere, right? No, sorry. 2 pi r square for this one, only curved surface area. And for total surface area, how many, what will be the formula? The formula will be curved surface area plus this area, and this area is also pi r square. That is why 2 pi r square plus pi r square give you 3 pi r square. So 3 pi r square is the formula to find total surface area of the hemisphere. For full sphere, total surface area is 4 pi r square. So for half of the sphere, which is hemisphere, the surface area must be half of this. That is why we have 2 pi r square. But in order to find total surface area, what will be the formula? So in order to find total surface area, the area of this one, that is curved surface, is 2 pi r square, and the area of this one is pi r square. So in total we will have 3 pi r square. That is why the formula of total surface area of the hemisphere is 3 pi r square. Now to find the volume of the hemisphere, what is the formula? To find the volume of the hemisphere, to find the volume of the sphere, the formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So half of that is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Understood? Number 9. So point number 9 is about frustum. Now what is frustum? The shape of the drinking glass which we use generally in our home. That shape is known as frustum. And how we get frustum? It is actually a section of cone. So if we cut cone by a cutting plane, how? The cutting plane must be parallel to the base, like this. So after cutting and removing the upper portion, what we will get? We will get a shape like this. This shape is known as frustum. Okay. Now, since here we have two, there in this figure we will have two radius, one for this one and one for this one. See, and this is the, so see what I have written in point number 9. Let h be the height and L be the slant height, because in this figure you can see this is the height, right, and this one is the slant height. Two radius we have, r1 r2, base radii of the circular bases of a frustum of a cone. Then its lateral surface area. To find the lateral surface area of the frustum, the formula is pi in bracket r1 plus r2 into slant height. What is the formula to find lateral surface of the cone? Pi rl. Since here we have two radii, r1 plus r2, that is why we have r1 r2, we have two radii, that is why we have r1 plus r2. Now total surface area. So point number 2 gives you total surface area. Formula of total surface area, pi in bracket r1 square plus r2 square. How we are getting this formula? The thing is, what is the concept to find total surface area? Lateral surface area plus area of top and area of base. So to find lateral surface area, this is the formula. And since the top one and the base both are circle, so to find the area of circle is pi r square. That is why we are getting this formula. Now what is the formula to find volume of the frustum? This one, 1/3 pi r h, and in case of pi h, and in case of r we must have this one, r1 square plus r2 square plus r1 r2. And in case if we have both the areas of the top one and the base one, in that case this is the formula to find volume of the frustum, where a1 a2 are the areas of the circular bases, that means the top one and the base one. To find the slant height of the frustum, this is the formula, root over r2 minus r1, which one is greater, whatever is there, because the square is there. So this is the formula. Now in point number 10, what we have? When a solid is recast into another solid, the volume remain unchanged without wasting material. In that case the volume remain same. And in point number 11, it is about unit. 1 meter cube is 1000 liter, or 1 liter is 1000 centimeter cube. 1 decimeter cube is 1 liter, right? So let's solve the exercise which I have shown you just right now. Exercise 13.1. So what is the first question now? I have given you all the formulae related to different solids. Now I think you are able to understand this exercise. So in number 1, what we have, two cubes, each of volume 64 centimeter cube, are joined end to end. So if two cubes are joined, so it will look like this. One cube, second cube, right? So since volume of the tube, volume of each cube is 64 centimeter cube, so what will be the side then? What will be the side of the cube then? Volume is equals to 64. What is the formula to find volume? Side cube is equals to 64, then what will be side? It will become cube root of 64. So what is the cube root of 64? 4. So that means this side here to here, this one is 4. So this one is also 4. So total is 8 centimeter. So the length of the final figure, which is cuboid now, if we join two cube, it will become cuboid. So what will be the length of the cuboid then? So it will become 4 plus 4, 8 centimeter. And what will be the breadth? Here this one is the breadth, so breadth is same. Breadth is 4. And what will be the height? Height is same, 4 centimeter, right? So what we are required to find? We are required to find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. So to find the surface area of the cuboid, what is the formula? 2 in bracket total surface area, 2 in bracket length into breadth plus breadth into height plus height into length. Now we know what is length, breadth, height. So just write the values in the formula. Just put the values in the formula. You will get as 160 centimeter square, which is the required answer. Number 2. A vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. So you can see in this figure we have hemisphere, this one, and it is mounted by a hollow cylinder. The diameter of the hemisphere is given, you can see it is given 14 centimeter, sorry. The diameter of the hemisphere is 14 centimeter. Then what will be the radius? This one will be the radius, 7 centimeter, right? This is the radius or height of the hemisphere, both is 7 centimeter. So here to here is 7 centimeter. You can see this one is here to here is 7 centimeter, right? And full height of this figure or vessel is given 13 centimeter. Then what will be the height of the cylinder? It is obvious, 13 minus 7. So height of the cylinder is 6 centimeter. What we are required to find? Find the inner surface area of the vessel. So to find the inner surface area, what will be the formula then? Surface area of the what? Surface area of hemisphere plus surface area of the cylinder. So to find the surface area of the hemisphere, the formula is 2 pi r square, and to find the surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi rh. You know what is r, what is h here? You will get as 572 centimeter square. So let's do the next sum. Here we have on your screen number 4. In number 4 already figure is given. It is cube, right? And it is surmounted by a hemisphere. You can see it is surmounted by a hemisphere. So what is the greatest diameter the hemisphere can have? So you see from the top view, this is one of the side of the cubical block. So what will be the greatest hemisphere then? The diameter of the greatest hemisphere, if the hemisphere will touch all the sides, then in that case we will have greatest diameter of the hemisphere, right? So in that case the diameter will become same as that of side of the cube, right? So which is 7. That is why the greatest diameter of the hemisphere is equals to side of the cube, which is 7 centimeter. Done. Next point. Find the surface area of the solid. So here we are required to find the surface area as well. If you see this full figure from the front view, it will look like this. See, right? It will look like this. But one thing is there. So what will be the surface area of the solid then? First of all, we need to find the surface area of the cube, this full one. But let me tell you one thing. This portion should not be there. Right? It should not be there. So when we are calculating surface area of the cube, so we have to exclude this portion, the circular portion of the hemisphere, because there is no material. Okay, that is why. So surface area of the cube plus surface area of the hemisphere. Surface area of the hemisphere, which means this one, right? But at the time of finding surface area of the cube, we will consider this one also. That is why we have to exclude this portion, because there is no material there. That is why minus area of the base of circular portion. So what is the formula to find surface area of the cube? 6 into side square plus 2 pi. What is the formula to find surface area of the hemisphere? 2 pi r square. So 2 pi r square. Since this one is diameter, r is half of diameter, and minus area of the base of the circular portion, pi r square. So after simplification, we have 332.5 centimeter. Question number 5 is as same as that of question number 4. So I am leaving this question up to you. Now, question number 7. Here, a tent is made in the shape of cylinder. You can see here we have cylinder, and it is surmounted by a conical top. Height and so what are the things we have in this question? If height, you can see if height and diameter of the cylindrical part are 2.1 meter. So height of the cylindrical part is given, you can see in the figure, right? And diameter is also given, 4 meter. Okay. And slant height of the top, that means for this portion, the cone one, slant height is also given. Find the area of the canvas used for making the tent. So first part is we are required to find the area of the canvas. Canvas, with the help of that the tent can be made. So canvas will cover what? It will cover surface area. There will be no canvas at the bottom of the tent. You can see the base of the tent will not cover with canvas, right? When we go to the picnic and if we will form a tent there, so would we use canvas at the bottom? Obviously not. Generally we will not use the canvas, right? If we have something else, we will use that. But canvas should be where? It should be there at the surface. So to find the area of the canvas, we are required to find the area of the total surface. So to find the area of total surface of this figure, we need to find the surface area of the cylinder plus surface area of the cone. So you can see what we have. Area of canvas used is equals to area of curved surface area of the cylinder plus lateral surface area of the cone. So to find the curved surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r h, and as that for cone is pi r l. So here L pi, 22/7. Height is given. All the things are given. Okay. L is also given. So after putting all the values, area is 44 meter square. Now, what is the next part of this question? Also find the cost of canvas of the tent at the rate of 500 per meter square. So for 1 meter square, the cost is 500. So we are required to find the cost of the canvas. What is the total area the canvas will cover? The total area it will cover is 44 meter square. So for 1 meter square, price is 500. So what will be the price for 44 meter square? 44 into 500, 22,000. So let's do the last one, question number 8. Here, from a solid cylinder whose height is, you can see height is given 2.5 centimeter and diameter is also given 1.4 centimeter. A conical cavity of the same height and the same diameter is hollowed out. So you can see here this is the conical cavity and it has same base, you can see, and same height as that of the cylinder. Okay. What we are required to find? We are required to find the total surface area of the remaining solid nearest to centimeter square. So to find the total surface area of the remaining solid, what we will do? First we will find, so it will be the lateral surface, this one, the surface area of the cylinder plus lateral surface area of the cylinder, lateral surface area of the cone, and this one also, area of top base. But in this question we don't have L. Slant height we don't know, but height we know, and since diameter is 1.5, radius is 0.7, so we know what is the formula to find L, root over h square plus r square. So L is 2.5 centimeter. Okay, so here we have on your screen the total surface area of the remaining solid. So after putting all the values, the answer will be 17.6, and as according to the question, the nearest number, whole number after 17.6 is 18 centimeter square. So this is the answer. So this is all about of exercise 13.1. In the next video, we will do the next exercise from this section. Hope you have understood whatever I taught today. I have given you all the formula today, and we have done questions related to combination of solids. So your task is to do all the sums by yourself, not those sums which I have left. You have to do all the sums. Okay, and if you will find any difficulties, do ask me in the comment section. Thank you for watching.